a Studebaker that's been off the road for 39 years. The search for forgotten classic cars has brought a guy to north central Oklahoma. You might assume it's these beautiful square bodies back here, but it's not. It's actually what's stored in the shipping container back here. It's a pretty eclectic, rare, and unique car. Let's check it out. It's probably worth noting this car was bought sight unseen. That's just the way it goes. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got in here. Let's see what's in here. Haha, yes, a 1947 Studebaker Champion, but it's even the Starlight Coupe, which makes this girl actually very rare and sought after. That's the rear of the car. Can't quite see it. These were made from 39 to 58. This is a third generation, which was 47 to 52. I actually have a couple of these old gals, and they're really neat cars. This one's been sitting in here for a handful of years. It's supposed to maybe sort of run, but we're told that it just doesn't have brakes. That's weird. It's going to be a lot of fun. So let's check this thing out as much as we can. It's pretty tight in here, but that's just the way she goes. So from 1947 to 1955 on the Champion and Commander models, Studebaker offered this really cool spaceship-looking glass, and this was the Starlight Coupe. They're actually very hard to find, and they're even harder to find with this glass intact. They usually get robbed, stolen, borrowed forever, or unfortunately broken out. This one appears to be complete, which already means this purchase is awesome. You can see this kind of weird boat shape. This is a very World War II-esque kind of shape that cars went through. And Studebaker was at the front of just really weird designs, like how you open the trunk back here by pulling that lever. And then it kind of hides away. I'm surprised that opened, actually. We can't really walk around this thing too much, but I can tell you from this side anyway, it looks rust-free. And we're going to pretend we looked at the other side, and it's also rust-free. Yes. Also, there are some incredible Ellis Charmels lawnmowers in here, including a 920 diesel and a couple B12s. That's really sweet. I guess let's look inside. Oh, that's typical. Don't worry about that. All right. Wow, we got some saggage, some seat coverage, some cuppage. Ooh, smells like a litter box full of wet socks. It's enticing. But look how beautiful this interior is. You got just all these beautiful ornate knobs and the gold and the way the gauges are set up and everything in here. These are just really cool cars. The levers on the car, the outside, inside, the trunk, all were really, really neat. But the hood, not so much. It's actually this guy right here. And they most commonly don't work. The optimistic plan is to get this running, make it, a little bit roadworthy, and drive it, I don't even know how many hundreds of miles back to Tennessee. Triage. By the way, I should mention, I'm not a Studebaker expert. Anyway, let's open the hood. Should have a cute little flathead in here. Oh, there she goes. Oh, yeah. We got completage. Minus the battery, of course. Never got a battery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're all still there. All be dipped. Got a newish-ish looking fuel pump. We got the fuel mix happener still on there. That's good. Of course, it's a point system. Starter still in it. It's got all the right hoses and whatnot. Dual horns. Wow. Original rad. Hello? That's empty. We're off to a good start here. It's got some juice in it. It's 4-quart slow. It's fine. We should probably make sure this thing turns over and even runs. And then we got to figure out if we're actually going to put a master cylinder in this or if we're going to trade it for that 55 Ford sitting over there. So I think the first thing a guy's going to do is just make sure the engine spins over freely by hand. It's been sitting a long time. I actually just noticed walking around again, the plate says 85, which is carry the 4 divided by 6, 39 years. It's a long time. And then we'll figure out if the starter switch works and the relay and the actual starter and all that stuff. Okay? Okay, plan. So I'm just going to grab the fan blades here. Oh yeah, she's rotating. Oh, I hear compression too. I'll be dipped. Look at that. Yeah, so we're safe to go ahead and install a battery. And this is a positive ground unit unless it's been messed with. And we're going to find that out very quickly by doing this. I think we're good. We're trying to see if we have a key. We don't. That's really weird. So there are no ignition sticks. It's dangling out of the dash. I'm going to assume someone's been doing what I was doing beforehand. And I can't get the door all the way open and I can't wall her in there. Sasquatch. So I'm going to try to put some wind in the wheels. Got some ramps here off a trailer. Try to push this thing outside where we could see what in the devil is going on with this thing. Here we go. Okay. Okay, here we go now. Guess what? The wheels are locked up. So maybe we hook a chain and we'll just drag it out of here. Yeah, that's a good idea. Here's that plate, 85. This was parked pretty much when I was born. Think about it. I'm going to jump in the trunk, see if the keys are back here. Or what else we have. Wow, the breather is in here for the engine. Check this out. No way. Old school inflator. You don't need them battery ones. You just use this guy. It's pretty cool. We've got ice cube juice. Spot remover, that's a cool can. I'm going to keep that. We got a mouse house, another brick. We got a ridge wheel. Some more mouse houses. Hello. Time to go. Eminent domain. That's it. No keys, unfortunately. I guess we're going to have to wire in a lawnmower key or something to this thing, but let's continue to try to jump it with miscellaneous wires, pliers, vice grips, pieces of wood. The starter relay is not starter relaying. Got no brakes. Got got no running engine, got no key, got no starter. What are the chances we bought one? That. So now I'm going to spend 74,000 hours getting the throttle linkage, part of the distributor, the whole distributor, and other things out, just so I can pull the 2 bolts out to get this off. Zebra. Yes! Let's drive. But anyway, good news. We found a starter motor right here that works. I bench tested it on the tailgate over there. Put this back in, then we will resume trying to see if we can get this to start. Oh, and don't forget about the lawnmower key. At least they make them late. You just drive it right out of the container, Derek. And then all you gotta do is put wheels on it. Oh, sweet. Hey, the starter's in. I think I got it hooked back up. I got my lone wolf hooked up. It should make starter noises and turn the engine over. Yes! Barely. Wow, motor is tight. I should just... Whoever called it a funny bone needs to be audited. Okay, this is really just getting on my nerves, and I know it's factory. People are gonna cringe right now. But I ain't got the time. I'm not gonna risk taking the head bolt off. It's the last thing we're gonna do. Yep. Yes. Okay. Yep. All right. Oh. Yep. That was easy. Blowing all of the mouse droppings and welcome notes out of the way. We're going to juice this thing up like Arnold Schwarzenegger with a little bit of whatever this mystery oil is. That cylinder must be up because it's not taking nothing. And then we'll let this sit. It's going to lubricate the rings, the cylinder walls, all of that stuff. And then we'll spin it over and shoot all of it back out. But we're going to let it sit while I'm working on spark and fuel. So these are points or contacts, depends on who you ask and what time of day it is. And their job is simple. They're opening and closing the connection or circuit for the ignition here. When they sit over time, they build up a film or sulfur or some sort of stuff. Bimetallic corrosion, essentially. Okay? And then they don't contact correctly. So I'm just in here with my Leatherman filing away. See? And then we can apply electricity back to the ignition coil. Test them, and we should see or hear spark. If you roll it by hand, you can hear it. You hear that clicking? We got spark, that means! Boy, it's 2 cylinders are trying to fire. That's better than 6. Bring the thunder. Keep bringing it. Oh yeah, it's barely even smoking. Keep in mind, most of that's Marvel Mystery Oil. I don't know what's in it. It's a mystery, but it does smoke. Boy, this sounds terrible, doesn't it? £60 of oil pressure, and it's charging. I am going to shut it off, though. It has no water in it. Wow. Well, there you go. The old Studebaker is baking. Probably overbaked. It's smoking a lot. Okay, it sounds horrible. It's pretty good. But we've only got, how many? 700 miles? It seems fine. So let's go ahead and change the oil. Maybe that'll put new bearings in it. And we should consider maybe putting some fresh fuel in it. That might be part of the reason it's running on 1.5 cylinders. Then we'll put some coolant in it. See how bad the head gasket leaks. And then we can test the clutch. And then confirm for the 40th time we don't have brakes. Only place this thing's driving is the junkyard. We got bad valve drain issues. Very bad. It's shooting fuel out the carb, so the valves aren't closing and opening as they should. Everything's fine. Okay, it's running on 3. Let's see if it moves. Clutch test. First gear. Yep, it might maybe pull itself. Reverse. Oh yeah. First. Yep. Reverse. First. You see where I'm going here? We got a clutch. So here's what a guy's gonna do. I'm gonna dump in this thing, tootle it around the yard here for a second to this machine shed or shop down here. I don't know what it is. And we could continue to work on it there, but this is the first time this car's moved under its own power in, long time. This should be pretty fun, actually. We're going. Oh, wow, the torque. About lost my hat. These were a really nice, elegant, middle luxury car back then. If you sold Maytag dryers or owned a gas station, you probably had one of these back in the day, you know. Oh, left front's a little flat. I think we're on the rim. That's all right. Oh, yep, ignore that. I got no brakes. I also can't turn the ignition off. I didn't think about this very good. One of the main reasons these cars are parked, remember the Bandit brake situation there? Yeah, they're, master cylinders in the floor, and they're not the easiest to replace. Some would say you have to cut the entire floor out and then pry and then hit it with hammers. And let's just say I might have been there many times. So you have beautiful cars like this that the brakes fail, the master cylinder in particular, they just get parked because they're such a difficult job. We thought we might have a lift, but it's broke. What? See, this is the problem, is how do you work on it? There's no room to do anything. Good news, this is a brake master cylinder. Why don't we go up top, through the duct tape floor, fill this with juice, and just see, maybe, somehow, some way, this just starts working again. Very unlikely, but let's try it. and put some juice in it, and maybe the seals would just rejuvenate. Yeah, it just coughed. It's full of rust. Well, the pedal's coming back up. You can't make this stuff up. We might only be running 4 brake lines instead of 12. What I need to do is acquire a bench vise, because I got to take off the Snootson rod over to the axle diagrameter that runs into the piston limiter up to this rod, which is a neutrometer to the clutch pedal. That also has split barrels for the line chutes. But I don't think I can do it just trying to manually twist it, so we got to figure that out. So I got one SAE croissant wrench on here. Then I'm going to take another one and just work them against each other here. And see if I can get this to free up. Oh, I got it. That was... I must have had some leverage on it for some reason. Put this here. What do you think? Wow. If that ain't the cutest thing I ever seen. Worked. Now everything has to go back in. Well, the guys hit a roadblock for today. We did get the Champion running. It was a lot of fun pulling it out of the container, drove it around the yard a little bit, got it into the shop here, got the master cylinder in, but I don't have all the fittings I need to finish up the brake system, so I'm actually going to call it for tonight, throw some groceries down the app in the morning, start collecting fittings and some line, and we're going to come back and get these brakes finished up because we've got a long road trip. It runs. We got to get the thing going down the road, though. See you in the morning. Said fitting hunt led me to these. This is all we have in this entire county, so that seems fine. I'm short a lot. So here's what's going to happen. I don't have a bench vise in here, so I couldn't bench bleed the master cylinder last night. So I'm going to use wherever I put the 316 line at and swing it under the door jamb back into the pot and try to bleed that and then hook up the lines. And then I'm going to do wheel cylinders and then snap off the lines to the wheel cylinders, replace the rubber lines. It's brake. I'm doing brakes today. I have done drum brakes on every inch of this earth, on every type of vehicle, except the 47 Studebaker. Turns out they are highly confusing and weird. I read a manual, it confused me. I read it more, it confused me more. So now I'm just debating whether or not to take this off because it's like a jack-in-the-box. Once it's out, good luck putting it back. Special tool in my behind. It's called a vice grip. street. So here's the rear shoe up this side here, and you can see how thick the pad is down here, and it's gone just shredded on the top, and that's from the e-brake being actuated. It pulls on this, which would rock the top part of the shoe back like that. So this tells me not only does the Stude not have brakes, it hasn't had brakes for 23 years minimum. Good news, bad news. The good news is we still don't have brakes. The bad news is I got to work on brakes. But look, I have some pedal, which means that the master cylinder surgery we did is working. The fronts work excellent. I failed to replace the rubber line in the back that goes from the frame to the axle because, let's face it, I'm lazy. But here's the thing. It's so constricted, I'm not getting any fluid to all the new drums and hardware and everything in the rear. So unfortunately, I got to crawl back under the car and try to get that rubber line replaced without snapping 3 hard lines. Now I'm going to break all of them. Okay. There was some old brake fluid on one of the lines. Now the ham gravy coming out is what we want to see, not the beef gravy. Found the key. All this actually does is just turn on accessories and everything like that. The starter switch is actually on the floor. This is a 3-pole ignition switch, and we have a 5-pole lawnmower one. This one, the start, is actually cranking here, but the start switch for the Stude is actually on the floor. Now I could technically use this and just turn it on, and then use the foot switch. But first, because I'm lazy, I'm just gonna try to use my drill bit key and see if I can just turn this with a plier or a screwdriver and avoid having to do any of that stuff, because I just really want to drive it right now. There we go. So now you can see the end of the tumbler is this little flat edge, and it happens to match so now I can just go boop, 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 just like that. See if the switch works. Okay, ignition coming hot. Now. And contact. Nothing. So unfortunately, the starter switch is bad. Starter's hanging up. Like a Swiss watch. Two cylinders were missing. You can hear it. We're still going to try to drive it. Maybe it'll come back around, you know? Could be one of the world's first 4-cylinder Studebakers. If you're handed a lemon, trade it for whiskey, is what I always say. All right, let me show you the tires. They're really awesome. No. Hey, check out these hot rods. Travel Star. Sure. Whatever. They're gonna work. Of course, you have to put the white wall out. I'm not a huge fan of way walls, I gotta be honest, but they do fit some vehicles. And this one, I think it's fitting. Probably should be a little wider, but that's okay. So a guy found a self-serve car wash a couple miles down the road. So we're gonna fire this thing up, slam the hood, jump in, drive it downtown, wash this thing up for the first time in I don't know how long. And then we'll better see what we're working with and we'll get some miles on this thing. Right. Ah! Like a dream. We are the champions, my friend. I'm gonna leave that. Don't worry about that. All right. Brake check. Oh, wow. I think that's probably the best brakes we've ever had on the show. If I'm being honest, I can't see them. Okay. Struggling to get out of first gear. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be going down the highway with the girl. This is about top speed. What did I hit, 20? It wants to run, but I'm concerned that we've got a couple bent push rods or something going on. And unfortunately, the inspection cover for the valve train is right underneath the intake and the exhaust, so it's not a quick little look like a Ford 300, for example, or a Chevrolet. You can just pop the cover out the other side. This has got some work to even take a look. Woo! New record, 28! Man, it's too bad. Car handles terribly, so that's good. But it's fun to drive. It looks neat. Headlightage coming in. Boom. Look at that. We do have headlights. And the brake lights are stuck on, so technically we have tail and brake lights. That's going to do it for tonight. I'm just going to keep working on the car here, try to get some of this stuff off, clean it up, take it right back to the shed. We've got some more work to do on this thing for sure. See you in the morning. Really cool Studebaker Commander Starlight. Check out this glass. It was tucked away in a container here in Oklahoma. Hadn't run in many years. The plate said 1985. After a complete brake job, going through the ignition system, a couple other things, it's officially roadworthy. We drove it last night. We went to the car wash and, well, the paint looks terrible. Now, originally, I had hoped we could road trip this thing all the way back to Vice Grip Garage in Tennessee, but I don't think this little flathead has it in it. However, doesn't mean we can't cruise it around locally. So here's the plan. We're going to put some slick on this thing. Do something with the paint here and do something with the wheels. Clean it up a little bit more. Address a few small items on the car. We're going to hit the back roads. Try to find some cool plastics, some other stuff to look at. We're still going to have a lot of fun. First, let's see if we can bring this paint back around. When this car was first in the container and I glassed at it, I thought maybe it was original paint, but now that it's out, you can clearly see someone just painted the entire car, glass, rubber, trim, and it's a really weird, chalky, old single stage, basically. It's like clay. I'm gonna use some cutting compound, try to get through the oxidation. If we can get some luster out of it, without a ton of work, we'll keep going. Well, the guy did bring some shine around. It's looking pretty good, actually. I am unfortunately out of pads, though. I bought the store completely out. And of course, there's a bunch of old paint just clogging these things up. So I'm gonna roll this outside, take a look at it in the daylight. Then I got a few more things to touch up looks-wise. I think we're ready to go cruise again. So I think I'm finished with the paint here. It's good enough to be a go-in-the-town rig. So now I'm gonna move on to the tires and wheels. Now normally, a guy throws a package at these cars, spruces them up. Wheels and tires can make or break a project in the looks department. But in this particular case, I don't want to take away from any of this really cool, iconic styling. So I'm just going to throw the original hubcaps back on. But I am going to paint them up a little bit and get that red center back in them, clean them, and that should complete our look. Hey, check this out. They're dry, sharp. Just a little bit of Windex and paint. These look just fine. We got mismatching though. We're gonna put these two that kind of match on this side and the other two that don't match these on the other side. All right, there we go. Sure. Something like that. Yep. Well, a guy did catch wind that right down the road here, I don't know, 10, 15 miles, there's a feller that's got a bunch of old wreckers and cars and trucks and even old buildings that he's restoring. So we're going to jump into Stude, go for a cruise, see if we can find this place, check out some old stuff. It really is a shame it doesn't run just a little more gutterous. It would be a lot of fun to road trip this thing. But it's going good. We still got a lot of oil pressure. It's charging. It's running about 190 now. It did get a little hot there, but now we got some wind coming through the teeth. It's doing a lot better. Well, we made it to Jerry's Wrecker Service, and there is a lot of eye candy. It's hard to take it in. There's trucks and wreckers and fuel trucks, and I see a 50 fastback Chevy and a school bus and a diner, and there's a lot. So let's start climbing around this place. Jerry himself is here. Let's dig in. Golly! Look at this Chevrolet. Okay, so I was expecting some old cars, but I did not know they've got a bunch of beautifully restored vehicles. Check this out. Look at this cab over. A 1947 auto transport trailer hooked to it. That would haul 4 classic cars back in the day from Detroit to wherever. Could you imagine muscling that thing around, no AC, out in the middle of absolutely nowhere? Hey, Jerry.
Hey.
How's it going?
All right. How about you?
Good. Thanks for having us out here. This is incredible.
Thank you. Thank you.
How many vehicles do you think you have on your property here?
80 vehicles?
Yeah, trucks.
300.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
He's got me beat. Okay, so this thing, really stands out for me. This is a 1946 flexible, and I heard that you took it as a bus and converted it to an RV?
Correct.
And you actually traveled in this thing, I heard.
Yeah, made it in an RV inside. Pretty much like an Airstream laid out.
Well, this is very cool. So obviously you've got a wrecker service, but you're clearly into classic automobiles.
Yeah, that's my, yeah.
You love the Chevys, it looks like.
Yeah.
You've got fastbacks and coupes and business coupes and convertibles and all sorts of stuff around here. Looks like 48 to 52 is kind of your window you
exactly.
like. Yeah. Let's look at this fastback quick. These are my favorite. I love the fastbacks.
Yeah, even in the four-door, they look good.
They do. Yeah. So how long you had this one?
Oh, I've only had that one about 5 years finished.
I see some sort of rumble seat spare tire back here. What's in that
That's
room?
a 31 Ford 500.
Okay.
One leg.
And 58 million trophies. I'm assuming those are from car shows.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. I got to step foot in your diner a little bit ago, and I've heard of restoring cars and trucks and buses, which is a huge challenge, but actually taking a full diner and restoring it. Did that seem overwhelming? I mean, I wouldn't even know where to start.
No, actually, I enjoyed that probably more than the car. And if you get to look at that diner, it's pretty much like doing a car. It's all metal.
There's so much to look at. I'm getting giddy here. But thanks so much for the time.
Nice meeting you.
Appreciate it so much. And you got a beautiful collection. My goodness. This is just one example of the car community and how they're just always great people. We didn't know Jerry from Adam until just a few minutes ago, but they're just like-minded folks and they're good people. Plus, driving these old classic cars, there's nothing that compares to this. Yes, they're loose and kind of hard to handle and whatever else, but you can actually feel the car. You feel the road underneath of you. You actually have to drive the thing. You know, the manual on the column and four-wheel drum manual brakes and things like that. It is absolutely enjoyable. If you've never done it, give it a shot. If you have one in your backyard or shed or lean-to or garage, stop procrastinating. Get it on the road.
Lights are flashing, bass is loud. Feel the rhythm, move with the crowd out. Hands up high, body so close. Tonight's the night we lose control. Heartbeat racing, don't slow down. DJ spinning, feel the sound. No more worries, no more rules. Just let go and break the mood. Don't stop the music, turn it up. Let it hit, let it rush. Feel the fire, feel the heat. Lose yourself inside the beat. Don't stop the music, don't let go. Keep it loud, let it flow. One more dance, one more night. We'll keep it going till the sunlight. Neon dreams and midnight skies. Your body's moving, catching my eyes. Spin me round, take my hand. We'll dance until we can't stand. Heartbeat racing, don't slow down. DJ spinning, feel the sound. No more worries, no more rules. Just let go and break the mood. Don't stop the